Hello everybody, I'm Andrew, the co-founder and CEO of CAD Cow, and today on 5 Minutes with a Founder, we are getting SaaSy, and that is probably not what you think it is. It's actually more in relation to service as a software, but yeah, SaaSy definitely became very clickbaitable, so please forgive me for that reference. But we do have some very exciting news. We have taken a bit of a new step forward with some of the development on the platform. Kind of as we kind of get the main framework down, what we're actually now starting to do is build features into the platform. And that's kind of taking us into this interesting kind of software zone. So those features and tools that we're building into the platform is sort of and we've kind of talked about this from a business development standpoint, that at some point we might maybe not pivot to becoming a SaaS company, a service as a software company, but we'll certainly kind of be getting more into that kind of realm. And some of these features that we've been working on and we have deployed to the platform recently kind of definitely take us into that zone. So the first kind of exciting thing is that there's a lot of new time tracking features that we've been working on, and the other main one is regarding the payment. So maybe we can just dive into that a little bit now, and I can kind of walk you through it. So the first big one that we're doing is that we're making the time tracking zone a whole lot easier. Currently or previously, the time tracking was more in relation to kind of weekly timesheets, and the graphics looked really cool, but the problem with it was that the weekly timesheets didn't relate closely enough to kind of this monthly billing cycle that we've set the system up to operate in. So our new kind of zone, as you can see here, is very much related to the billing period. So professionals will be able to kind of add the time to projects within this monthly billing period. So it's a lot clearer and it's a lot more intuitive as well. And and that then by doing this, it connects better with our payment system and doing these monthly packages and kind of monthly on-demand kind of working arrangements. The second thing is transparency. We now have a very transparent kind of time usage piece of software. So it's probably more what you just kind of expect to see. The previous version was just very rudimentary. But what our time tracking and usage allows you to do now is to assign a project, or to give your professional a project name for the particular project they're working on, give them the project number. They can then use that piece of information and assign their time to that project number. Obviously accrue the time as well, but then also add descriptions, and you now have a visual on all of that. So that's sort of what we're getting into here, is this sort of timesheet or time tracking software, and it's free with your client account. So all of this additional features and tools and softwares, I should have probably mentioned, is free with every client account on the CAD Cow platform. So when you're working with a professional, you get to now see kind of where they're spending their time, what tasks they're spending their time on, how long have they spent, etc. And it's all very transparent. So that's really great for a client like yourself who maybe is trying to manage a project in relation to the budget and how much time there is left on a project, etc. So you now have that type of information. The third thing is exportable time tracking. You can now click the button there in the top left-hand corner and export the monthly time tracking to Excel. So basically you can get all this information out of the platform and into maybe whatever third-party software you're using. So maybe you're using a project management piece of software or some sort of accounting software, or even really if you're just keeping a record of what the usage is per month and how many hours are being spent on which project, etc. You can get all that information out into an Excel spreadsheet, and then you can kind of do what you want with it then. So that's kind of really cool. And and then finally, kind of the last thing we've looked to improve on is the payments. So previously, the packages were really great. They would basically automatically renew. So it's a subscription-based business model essentially. So if you were working on a package of hours with a professional, that package would automatically renew. Your preferred payment method would automatically be charged, whether it's pre-authorized credit or pre-authorized debit. And it's incredibly easy and convenient. You don't have to write any checks. You don't have to send those checks in the mail. You don't have to do email e-transfers. You don't have to if a bill is maybe larger than say $3,000, lots of people have transfer limits from their bank account. All of these painful little things have been rectified by our payment system. But with one annoyance, and that is if you used more hours than your package, the system would create an invoice and you could go onto your profile and manually pay that invoice for those additional hours. So it was great in that everything was all automated except for this one annoying little part, and that was if you were working by the hour and had additional hours, which we call bonus time, you'd have to go in and manually pay that bill. So what we wanted to do is really complete the picture here for automated payments. So what we've built is the ability for your professional to now charge you for those additional hours. So when you're working with someone, you get to see where they're spending their time. You get notified if they've completed their package of hours and if they're going into additional hours as bonus time. And then you get to kind of see if it's all okay. And then obviously you can coordinate with your professional then, and they can charge you automatically for those additional hours. So we've kind of taken this kind of task off your hands and put it in, not necessarily put it into the hands of the professional, but they're more responsible now for sort of the financial side of the relationship with you, and they're able to take more ownership of you being their client, and they can now charge you via the platform, which takes advantage of all of our really secure payment methods, such as pre-authorized credit for credit cards and pre-authorized debit for bank transfers. So that's an incredible improvement that really kind of encapsulates the payment systems on our platform. So we're really proud of that one. Some incredible payment options, and we are just really excited to see how it all goes now, with clients using that. So if you're looking for some free time tracking software and really easy and convenient payment methods, CAD-Cow is now a fantastic place to get that. Thank you very much. That was it for this week's 5 Minutes with a Founder. I look forward to speaking to you very soon and catch you on the next one. Cheers, bye.